So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, here's a player who can contribute in so many ways. Theo Hernandez. He's shown himself to be not just an effective crosser, but capable of excellent passing from deep, as well as being a pretty decent finisher. Playing for the right team, he probably could get himself into double figures.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There will be a throw-in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Delivers the ball. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing, because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Plays the return pass. Goes looking wide. Camavinga. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's David Neres. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's got the bit. Shot at goal! Goal! Brazil! First blood drawn. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Camavinga! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Picked out brilliantly. Ball swung in.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now it's Camavinga. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Rafinha. Real chance! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's 2 now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Thiago Silva can get it clear. He'll try to keep this alive. Opts for safety. Upamecano.
Nice, bro.
Now it's Dembele. He's picked his way through. Big chance! Now who's going to be first to this? That's a cute ball. And this is Dembele. Big header! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
It's a pretty loose pass. Griezmann driving forwards. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. He is through here. Crosses it in. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Chips it through. Ederson claims comfortably. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he was quick to react. Dembele aimed beyond the defence. Gusto receives it in a wide position. Climbs up big! Just not quite happening for him just now.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Guimaraes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rafinha, he's through, now is he in? Dembele.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Great ball, and the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And he is just ripping it up. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now?
Brother, please full reply PLZ.
They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Brazil, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break.
Thuris bro. Thanks asterisk. Appreciate it.
Le numéro 9, Griezmann.
Here we go again.
Le numéro 22. À leur place, le numéro 11. Le numéro 33.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Bruno Guimaraes. Fofana. And it's Hernandez. Spread out to the left. Casemiro. And it's Zaire Emery. Rafinha. He's through here.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Barcola, whatever he had in mind, that was great chance! And that has been clubbed away. Barcola. Looking for the run. He's found the way through. Casemiro. Brazil are simply cruising along with this 3-goal lead. Can he finish? It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
It's become a case of men against boys. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Corner number 2 then. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Tries a shot! It's in! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
France playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. David Neres. And here's the chance to counter. Can he get it through? It's played through for him. Cleared without complication. France are looking to go forward now. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Casemiro. Thuram tries a deft little ball. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Rafinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Just the goalkeeper to beat. He's found some... Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Vinicius Junior is onto this. Oh, what's he giving here? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He'll fancy himself from here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Zaire Emery with the clearance. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nicely weighted ball. This looks promising. Decent shot! In he goes again. He's got a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Bruno Guimaraes. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well, played right into his path. France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Short changes him with that pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kolumuani. He can run onto that. Neres could try cutting inside here. Oh, sweet feet. Bruno Guimaraes.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he latch onto this? In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Zaire Emery powering forward here. Casemiro. And it's Guimaraes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? And he's had it nicked away. Rafinha.
Il y aura 4
Looking for options for movement. Vinicius Junior. He's having a shot! Sticks it away! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
The Netherlands promoted the philosophy of total football, and Clarence Seedorf is one of its finest exponents.
Yeah, pretty hard to find a weakness, isn't it?
Yeah, and for all his strengths, Peter, I think it's his passing that stands out mostly for me. He supports all of...
Shoots! Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's David Neres. Thinks about the shot. He has found a way through.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Guimaraes. Neres!
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Pull it. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Seedorf. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Plays it through. Dumfries providing an outlet on that flank. That's good play. And he's being shifted off it. Tries to play it through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Brazil have shapes to shoot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Brazil with the corner. They're first. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for options for movement. Dumfries.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's played through for him. And this is Cruyff. He's under a lot of pressure there. Hoisted in. There's the shot! Goal, the Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
The Netherlands have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, that's nice. Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's an imaginative pass. Gravenberg. The Netherlands look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the...
And Hullet!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Dumfries looking understandably energised after his goal. Timber is in a really good position out wide. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Casemiro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Knocks it into space. Timber.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There will be 1 minute
Cruyff.
added time.
It's Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rijkaard. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's David Neres. Dumfries.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's been cut out. Well played. And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Showing good feet. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bruno Guimaraes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Seedorf plays it short. Brazil are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. No, the ball's gone astray. Brazil still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. So we've reached the hour mark. Seedorf producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Casemiro. Now it's David Neres. Oh, it's a great ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Brazil really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Seedorf. Ederson deals with that nice and simple. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Great vision. Neymar. That's very neat. Brilliantly cut out. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench.
Big chance! Against the crossbar. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Hullet certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes, and that's another good win of the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Gravenberg. Into the last quarter of an hour. Cruyff. He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pull it. And here's Van Basten. Rijkaard. Oh, that's neat. Shot could be on. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Rijkaard. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
The Netherlands have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Seedorf. David Neres.
The Netherlands really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Dumfries. Looking to play him in. Oh, that was vital. And now the breakaway. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. He's found a way through. They're urging him to shoot. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, and
That was BS.
but just one goal to show for all of that. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good...
They need to remove Smart Assist ASAP.
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Chance for a shot! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Kaká! Oh, that was no routine save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Cleared away. No, it's come to nothing. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Kaká tries to pass it through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's in space and looking for options. And the keeper beats it away. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Vanderson. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kaká. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, nice touch. Rafinha. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, this looks sharp.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Now it's Neymar. Good pressure, determined, intense. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gear. Goes for a shot! He scores! Brazil are back in business. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Neymar. Kaká can see things others simply cannot. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Vanderson. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. He is through. Big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Brazil certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Vanderson. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rafinha is in a really good position out wide. Shapes to shoot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Now it's Rafinha. Vanderson.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Now that's a fine challenge. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Guimaraes. He's had a shot! Oh, super goal! A finish of true class! And they've got their lead back. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Vanderson. Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial.
Here we go again then. Serginho. Now, can they get him away? Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Neymar gets into a good position. Look at the space here. Martinelli will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kaká. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Belletti. Bruno Guimaraes. Neymar. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Brazil have their second corner now. Now that looks a decent ball. Brazil are looking to go forward now. And it's Neymar. That is a great pick out. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, there's a probing ball. Shot could be on. Brazil can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Plays it across. Gabriel gets it away.
Brazil really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And that is a little undercooked. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vinicius Junior. Kaká. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in a great position here. And he's surging through. Shot, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? He has found the one. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again! He has done it! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's picked out the run. He's having a shot! Pressing high and with purpose. Serginho. For Martinelli.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's been played through, and he's managed to get free. Closing in on goal. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's got away. There's the shot! It's there! And what a climax we have here! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Brazil give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Very much into the last knockings. Oh, cracking ball. That's good defending, very good defending. He won't be happy with that one. And that is as far as it goes. Brazil have done... So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I really like the look of this fella Endrick here. He's a great finisher, he's a great dribbler, he's a wonderful link-up player, he's a smart presser, he's capable of playing a bit deeper. This guy has got the lot. It's not fair.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Short changes him with that pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Played backwards here. Rafinha will not want to lose out here. Not a big chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Marquinhos. Casemiro, pass somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. There's the shot! Goal! Brazil! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Brazil penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Casemiro. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Rafinha. He can run onto that. Now can he find a finish? Savinho.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. Kaká! And he has kept it out somehow.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run. Rafinha. And he's managed to get free. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Marquinhos. Kaká. Threads one in. Casemiro. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Endrick. Out towards the flank. Now it's Endrick. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Rafinha. And he's in on goal. And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Zico.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Neres. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Zico unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's being urged to shoot. Brazil are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Now it's David Neres. Kaká can see things others simply cannot. Casemiro. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Neres! He's gone for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Neymar. And this is... He's having a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Brazil leading 1-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And it's Kaká. Now that looks a decent ball. Goes for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That is ended up in no man's land. Savinho.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's David Neres. Now it's Endrick. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Lovely bit of skill. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Brazil needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Rafinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Moved on forwards. Kaká. Endrick. Goes looking wide. He's found a way through.
Brazil really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Neymar ready to try one. And this the perfect opportunity to... Neymar! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Danilo. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Nice control. Kaká proves just a little bit too strong. Now who's going to be first to this? Shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. Takes a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Could be danger here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Zico. Belletti. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Kaká. Endrick. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And it's Kaká. He's in a great position here. And the counter is on. And that is a little undercooked. Kaká.
Brazil are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Renan Lodi gets across to intercept that. Plays a sharp little ball here. Pass is just off target.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Great vision. And this is Zico, delivered in. Gabriel with the clearance. Brazil have reclaimed it. And the finish! Oh, that could cost them.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Casemiro gathers from the goal kick. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
I think we're just about done here. And that's another throw.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Caught offside that time.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And he welcomes it in.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's David Neres. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Neres! Endrick. Out to the left it goes. And we're done. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this Day 1 clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here.
Stefano Fiore's always been an interesting player, Peter, even if he was overshadowed by the more glamorous players who played in his position.
Still a little bit of a gem in midfield, wasn't he?
Yeah, he has all the technical capabilities you'd expect from a playmaker, but I would also like to refer to his adaptability. He can play just about anywhere in midfield without losing that inventive edge.
A proper utility player.
Totally.
He's in space and looking for options. Nicely, she rises! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Looking to play him in. Now it's Gonzalez. Zanetti. Fiore. Costa Curta. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Looking for the run. And that has been cut short. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Lookman! Pirlo. Not the most accurate pass. And he's had it nicked away. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's had it taken off him. Still goalless at the moment. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Atalanta trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game.
Big chance! Batistuta! Glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Atalanta go in front.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's
takes a shot! And he hits the net. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That ball looks a good one. And the shot's on. Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And this is Pirlo. Çalhanoğlu. Good running, strong and purposeful. De Vrij gets across to intercept that. Pirlo. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Serginho. Paredes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And it's Batistuta. Pressure coming in. And Batistuta! And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And we have our very first corner. And this is Schneider. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Atalanta have their second corner now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mateus. Now, can they get him away? Nice control. He's being urged to shoot. Zanetti. Oh, cracking ball. Schneider! Schneider! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And it's half-time here. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile seguire l'esibizione del nostro ospite.
This connection is the worst.
And the action is back underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Couldn't squeeze it through. And the counter is on. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Costa Curta.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, that has not gone well. Stefan de Vrij.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Bastoni. Costa Curta. Serginho. Now Fiore. That pass has been well intercepted. Baresi. And they can counter here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lookman. Defending was strong and firm. movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, what? And the shot! Really well taken goal. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Atalanta are having a ball here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now this could be a chance. De Vrij cuts out the pass. Çalhanoğlu. Paredes kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Rafael Leao. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Costa Curta. Stefan De Vrij. Baresi. And Kvaratskhelia. He won't be happy with that one. Great vision. Just about up to 75 minutes. Knocks it into space. Shot could be on. Chance for a shot! And he steered it beyond the post.
Atalanta really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now that's well seen too. Paredes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Fiore. Chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Baresi looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Costa Curta. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Batistuta. Zanetti. He's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, taken with style! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Paredes. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. He's found a way through. Gonzalez. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Çalhanoğlu. Lookman. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Bastoni. Baresi. Could be danger here. He's got away. And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my...
BRB.
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started.
Stefano Fiore's always been an interesting player, Peter, even if he was overshadowed by the more glamorous players who played in his position.
Still a little bit of a gem in midfield, wasn't he?
Yeah, he has all the technical capabilities you'd expect from a playmaker, but I would also...
It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Now it's Rafael Leao. He's picked his way through. Hullet. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That is good strength. Tomori. Now it's Rabiot. Chips it through. Fiore. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tomori cuts out the pass. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. He's having a go! He's missed, but not by that far.
Bullet really looked...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Crosses it in here. Modric. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Çalhanoğlu. Serginho. Massaro. He shifted it to the flank. He's got away. Serginho couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's Rabiot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. So it's away we go then. Now Stefano Fiori, Jim, he was a key player for the Azzurri, was he not?
Yeah, he's always been a very accomplished playmaker, Peter, and a good mixture of creativity and pragmatism when it's needed.
Explain more.
Well, it's not always that a player so technically gifted boasts such an excellent work rate.
No, absolutely not. Now it's Modric, and this is Vieri. Schneider, and the shot! All eyes on the referee, it's a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
This for the lead. Buried it, 1-0. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Modric. Now it's Hullet. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Lovely pass, but... Bullet! Now, who's going to be first to this? DiMarco clears. Modric. And it's Rijkaard. Now, can they get him away? And the finish! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And the keeper beats it away. That's very neat. Donatoni. And here's Hullet.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Hullet. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, that's neat. Good take, and is he in? Paredes. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass somewhat off target. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now, what about a counter-attack? Tries to thread one through. Donatoni. It's going to be another throw. Cannavaro. Bastoni. Baresi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Çalhanoğlu. Paredes. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's being urged to shoot. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Donatoni. He slings it in.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Gonzalez. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get it through? And that is expertly dealt with. There's the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Çalhanoğlu. And that has put paid to that.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Modric. So what can they make of this? Hullet. Gonzalez. Rafael Leao is onto this. Oh, it's come loose. He is through here. He's onside. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a promising position. Now, that looks a decent ball. Shoots! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Driving forward. He can run onto that. Now, this could be a chance. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Could move up a gear here. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Facciamo un applauso ai tifosi che oggi compiono gli anni. Recandosi al box informazioni dello stadio, riceveranno un simpatico omaggio.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Big header! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Inter Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Now it's Vieri. Now it's Donadoni. He's got away. Donadoni ploughing through the middle. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he has been fouled there. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Gonzalez. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, sweet feet. And it's made its way. Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's in a great position here. And the shot! There's a goal! That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieri, big chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. DiMarco has it out wide and in space. Defending of the desperate variety. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Eto'o. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gonzalez. It's played through for him. Brilliantly cut out. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, that's fabulous. Serginho. He rises! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Good ball, good take. Threads one in. He's on it, can he get away? Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Donadoni. Strong running down that left flank. And reclaimed it in a trice. And this is Eto'o.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Rafael Leao gets into a good position. Pull it. And that's a good ball. It's Çalhanoğlu! Yes! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Pull it! And that would have won it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Schneider purring through. It's Schneider! And that is wildly off target.
What a fabulous run. Okay, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Serginho. Gonzalez receives it in a good position here. I think we're just about done here. That has been slung wide. Gonzalez. Real chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack, and he welcomes it in. Schneider. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Serginho. Rafael Leao. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Modric. Played out to the right. Now it's Donatoni. And that is that. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed.
That's all, folks. Thanks to all that joined. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time. Adios.